What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I get to continue once again with my Let's Play of Dungeon Rats. That's right, folks. It's episode 3. We're about to grab up a worker of sorts and hope he's not the most terrible, awful person ever to join our squad. Additionally, we're going to go and probably throw out a heal right now. Let's get that over with because I know I'll forget if I don't. And there it is. So everybody's fully healed. I think we want to reload this. Yes, we do. And did that pull it out of here? I think so. We do have a bolt there, so we'll see. I don't know if it's going to continue. Like, if we have 5, like I said, I don't know what that does or what it means, but we're going to give it a shot. It could mean that they need to be repaired. Because there is a repairing thing here. There's nothing to be repaired. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go ahead and grab a Bimpy, and let's go and talk to... What do we have here? We have a crossbowman, we have a spear wielder, and we have a dagger user. The dagger seems underwhelming, but the idea of another frontliner seems to be pretty good too. I don't know. Well, let's give it a shot. We'll go with Quintus. All 3 men have seen better days. They look old, but you have a feeling that one ages fast in this hellhole. The man on the right is armed with a crude crossbow. He tries to look tough, but you doubt he's ever been in a real fight before. At best, he used his crossbow to keep the critters at bay. The man on the left is holding a sword with practiced ease. A former mercenary, or even a legionary if you're lucky. A coughing fit breaks the spell, specks of blood flying everywhere as he coughs harder. The last man has the look of a farmer. Strong as an ox and big enough to plow a field all by himself. He's holding a wooden spear as if it were a staff. Well, hopefully he can hit something with it. Alright, let's get a new recruit. Talk to any of them to add them to the party. Well, we're going to go with Quintus. Quintus straightens up and gives you a proper salute. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Come with me. How did you end up here? Well, my only crime is that I served my lord honorably and followed him into battle. Oh, by the way, guys and gals, I wanted to mention this. I forgot to mention it in the first episode, and then I forgot to mention it again in the second episode. You guys know I did mention that this is by Iron Tower Studios, the folks that brought us Age of Decadence. What I maybe didn't mention, at least I don't think I did, was this is all set in the world of Age of Decadence, so there will be plenty of references back and forth to Age of Decadence, just in case you notice something like, wait, that sounds familiar, I've heard that before. That's probably where you heard it before. So, just wanted to get that out of the way and let you guys know. So, let's see here. Alright, followed the Lord into battle, and... well, we lost, signs Quintus. I think it's supposed to be size Quintus. And Titus fled. Those who could fled with him. Those who couldn't, he touches the scar over his eye. Were captured. And Titus did try to get us back, but he had no leverage, and Gallius didn't want to hand him more soldiers. So he sent us to rot in his mines. I spent most of my life here, he adds quietly. And Titus, Gallius? Not from around here, are you? The feud between House Daratan and House Aurelian is old and goes back centuries. And Titus, the lord of House Daratan, thought it was his destiny to restore his house to its rightful place. Well, I guess he thought wrong. And that would be those exact things I was just mentioning, by the way, folks. All those things have to do with what happened in Age of Decadence. So, pretty cool stuff. I love the tie-in to the other game. It's nice. It's nice. Just wish the other game wasn't so brutal. It's fine. Anyway, well, why did you lose? Well, the plan was to combine our forces with House Crassus and attack Madoran from 2 directions. But Maru withdrew his legions at the last moment. So, instead of fighting a war on 2 fronts, Gallius threw everything he had at us out in the open field. We didn't stand a chance. Come with me! Alright, we have blood-speckled Quintus joining of this squad. Let's see what he's got equipment-wise. Let's also see what skill he has. I'm going to wait until we can either get 5 more points so I can get more blocking, because my defense is a little low, I guess. But my attack is pretty solid. So I'm probably going to wait till I get 15 points to do that. And not having block means I probably don't need to use my shield. While the uninformed generally think of blocking as simply putting a shield between you and an attacker's weapon, true masters of the art know that blocking is all about deflecting a strike, angling your shield so that the foe's weapon slides away harmlessly. Each attack can be countered either by block or by dodge, but never both at the same time. Therefore, most warriors choose to concentrate on one skill as opposed to the other, or one of these defensive skills. Quick prayer is the best to avoid being hit. 3% chance on setting off your shield. Since we're not using a shield, we have a shield, but we're still going for the dodge. Maybe that's not the play to even does equipping the shield do anything bad for me? I don't think so. I don't know. All right, and then we have Quintus. That's what we came here to look for in the beginning. He's got 3 in sword and 3 in dagger. We're gonna give him. He's got 15 points. We'll give him 1 more point in sword. I don't want him using that dagger. Daggers seem lame. They might be amazing. I don't know. And, well, his attack was pretty low. In fact, it's the lowest out of all of us. So, okay. Let's give you a sword then. Let's see here. Don't we have a hat for Marcus? We do. It's a leather hat, though. Yeah, it's fine. Throw that up on you. There you go. You get to have that. And then... good old Quintus, you get a sword as opposed to the dagger thing that you're using. We'll put the dagger in your belt. Oh, good. It works like a shiv. Can be placed in belt slot. Kind of wanted somebody to be using an axe, but that's okay. I can live with it. Okay, I think everything is okay at this point. I'm rocking that, and that. I got all this stuff. I'm looking pretty good. We have the buckler. I feel like maybe I should just keep the barrel lid for now. We'll give Quintus, Quintus. We'll give him the buckler because he's going to be kind of on the front lines. So I'd almost rather him add schematic. What does that mean? Oh, is that what that means? Those little, huh? I figured I would just right-click to see if there's anything cool there. Okay, cool. So we can add the schematic. Does that mean we can craft these things? Regular missile. What do we need for that? You can't work with this material here. We can repair it. Crafting skill 2. We can decompose. Oh, introduction down here. Alright, let's see. You can use the crafting system to create weapons and armor using schematics. To add a schematic, right-click on an item that has a schematic icon, and select Add Schematic to add it. Weapons, armor, helmet, shields can be crafted to increase their stats or lower penalties. Cool. Techniques. You can check the list of all available techniques from the full game in the journal. Okay. The power and number of techniques you can apply to an item will grow with your crafting skill. Wow, sounds like crafting is going to be quite important. It's interesting. There are 5 different metal types: bronze, iron, steel, and blue steel. Yes. Everybody give me the best blue steel you got right now. Look at the screen and do it. I know, it's great. Anyway, if you guys haven't seen Zoolander yet, shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you won't get that reference. Alright, each higher metal increases the damage range or damage resistance by 1. There are 2 types of leather, normal and hardened, and 1 type of wood. You can also fashion armors made of creature parts. That sounds painful and satisfying for the creatures. To craft an item selected from the list of available schematics, apply any known techniques, select a metal type or component, and click Forge. When the item is ready, drag it back to the inventory. To forge metals, you need to use a forge, which are available in the upper levels. Cool. Repair. You can repair your armors by clicking on the repair button on the crafting interface or the main interface. You need materials in order to repair them. Decomposing. You can also decompose, or melt, or deconstruct, or whatever other word you want to use, weapons and armor to get metal ingots or components. There is a materials loss when you decompose. The higher the skill, the less the metal you lose. Click on the decompose button on the right side to enter the decompose screen. Cool. For example, if you find a steel armor that weighs 35 pounds, but you would rather forge yourself a steel sword and a lighter armor, you can melt away the heavy armor, losing 30% of the metal and gaining 28 pounds of steel ingots, which you can then use to craft yourself a broadsword, a handar. 3.5 pounds, and a cuirass, Lorica musculata, 20 pounds. Huh, that's pretty cool. I like how they included that. That's nice. Alright, so, stuff we can do in the future. I don't think it's quite time for us to do that yet. We added the weapons and everything. Okay. Was there any other armor laying around? I don't think so. Nope, it doesn't look like there's any other armor laying around. Okay. An iron key. You can twirl it around your finger to impress the local yokels. Alright, well I believe that we need to head this way now. I could be wrong, but I think this is the way that we actually do need to head. Oh, we can change the field of view a little bit there. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's some sort of oh, there's a dead miner over there. That's wonderful. Well, I guess we go through the door and we see what's on the other side, and we'll loot the dead miner on our way through. Looks like he's got some more rations. We got a few more arrows here. 12. Nice. Crossbow and another shiv. Alright, we're going to transfer all, or take all of these. Okay. Well, somewhere around here there's going to be, I'm assuming the fire ants, if I chose correctly. Oh, I'm right. You see a giant reddish ant the size of a large dog. It makes a clicking sound and is promptly joined by 2 more ants. Watch out for the mandibles, says Marcus. They inject poison when they bite. Feels like a burn at first, but it gets worse fast. Okay. In the end, it's the poison that kills you. Alright, let's attack. Huh. Well, this is an odd situation to be in, I feel. Because ideally, like, the odd man out is going to be our pew-pew shooty guy. So Ardomir is going to have the hardest time actually finding a spot to do anything with. So I'm going to move him over there. I'm going to select Quintus. I'm going to put Quintus here, maybe. I'm going to select this guy, Marcus. I'm going to put Marcus there. And then I'm going to come over here, I guess. I keep turning when I don't want to. Something like that. If they stay here and if they can't bypass and get up on Ardomir, he'll have a clear shot. I guess alternatively we could just back up and maybe try to hold the position at the doorway. So only one can come through at a time. We can attack from 3 different people and save ammunition for now. In fact, that might even be the best play that we can make. I'm going to try it this way. It could be a completely stupid move, but we're going to give it a shot and see. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's begin. I'm going to skip my turn. The first of the bugaboos are going to come forward. And it looks like he cannot attack. We appear to be ready to go. I cannot hit him. Oh, I can. 82% chance. Let's try it. You're bleeding like a pig. I can reload and shoot again. Ooh, a critical strike. What? And reload it again. Alright, so we got 2 good shots there. And I'm hoping that we hold the line against this. Is it Marcus's time to shine? It is. Fire Ant's almost dead there. He's outside of our range for him. I sort of want to move there, but I think that's a mistake. So I'm going to swing and hit. That was a regular hit. I'm going to try swapping to the knockdown. Let's see if we can't land it. 64%, maybe. We did. We actually knocked him back and down. Alright, now we have Quintus, and he's going to go for the kill blow here. Pull out our weapon, and... oh, we have to step forward, okay. Okay, we killed him. That's good. I guess we'll move here, and... do we get another... we don't get another shot. Alright, I'm going to move here and take my first stab at this guy. Not enough action points. Oh, it's a power attack. We go with the regular attack. 94% chance. We got the stab off. Looks like we've got a pretty good chance to hit. take that shot. What happened? Why are we not shooting? Oh, we have no ammunition. My bad. Okay, critical strike there, and well, we won't have enough ammunition for the next shot. So, we're ready to, I guess, end it. 2 AP? No, we don't have enough. Oh, got poisoned. We managed to dodge both times. The other guy, unfortunately, did not. Alright, we're going to move right up in here, and we're going to actually, if we can, we're going to go with a 6 AP swing and see if we can't hit them both. Boom! We killed one off. Very nice. We're going to move forward, and the attack is real. The follow-up attack missed. Wow, the 90-something%. That's rough. We're going to go with the fast attack from our belt. Oh, he blocked it with his damage reduction. Alright. 94%. There's one stab. There it is. That's enough. And we survived. Is he still poisoned? I don't think so. Oh, he is still poisoned. I don't know. How do we cure that? I think we just end the combat. Ant chitin armor schematic. Examining the dead ants, you notice that their exoskeleton is fairly flexible, yet tough. You can probably scavenge enough chitin to fashion a shoulder armor. You pull out a small carving knife and cut out a few strips of sour-smelling meat, carefully avoiding the poison sacs. Ant chitin armor requires crafting level 2, and rations are also added. Lovely. Alright, are you done? You're not poisoned anymore, right, buddy? No? Okay. Let's go ahead and throw out the heals for you, my friend. Okay. Well, that worked out okay-ish, I suppose. Let's see here. We got ant carapace and a poison stinger. We'll take all of that. What else we got? Another fire ant. Probably the same stuff for every single one. I am totally okay with all of that. Now, do you think we can craft that right away? Like, is that a thing that we should be able to do? I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. Armors. Chitin shoulder armor. You don't have enough. We have 2.5 pounds, and we need 5 pounds. Okay. It's kind of cool. Do we have any helmets or shields? A buckler. But I don't know what that material is. Is that just wood? I feel like it would be a little bit more useful if it showed us what material we technically needed. Just like here, we need all of this stuff, but I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like, I have no idea. Still, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so we did all that. We've already looted you. We're going to continue on forward. We're going to loot this body. And there's a wooden stick, some more rations, a healing salve, and an antidote. Decreases poison level by 10. Nice. I'll take all of that. I imagine there's probably going to be more ants over here. Well, we'll take these things too. We'll deconstruct them or decompose them eventually. Oh, cool. So what can we do here? We can harvest a plant, but we don't have any... Oh, there it is. You find a small oasis, a sinkhole filled with fresh water coming from one of the flooded caves beneath, and surrounded by fern-like plants that prefer water to sunlight. As you take a step toward it, several ants emerge from the plants, ready to defend their territory. Attack! Alright, I'm going to move there. I'm going to move you here. Move you there. And I think you can just chill right where you're at, buddy. Alright, let's begin. I can't hit from there, but I should be able to move here. Oops, I went too far. like an odd angle, it's fine, I suppose, but still, it's a little weird. Alright, the ant's gonna come forward. Hopefully our boy can dodge. Oh, no, we just got poisoned, and we got hit twice. The ants are no joke. Okay. We've reloaded, and we're gonna take another shot. Oh, he dodged it. Shyster, alright. Not digging the poison right now. Alright, big hit. We hit him once with that. And what do we have? We have a fast attack, which might not do a tremendous amount of damage, but if we hit, it would have probably been enough to kill him. Alright, the swing. Oh no, we're using the dagger. Oh no, it's a disaster as opposed to our actual weapon. Man, that sucked. Alright, so poison coming for everybody. I'm getting wrecked badly. Alright, he died. So pretty good chance I'll be okay through all of this. I wonder if, like, if I can move there. No. What about there? Is that going to give me the shot? There it is. Let's die already. Can't quite do it. Gonna dodge it again. Some more poison coming our way. It's okay. We go with the fast attack. He dodged it again. Another fast attack, and down he goes. And not enough action points just yet. So we're gonna go and pin him in. And I guess we can move over here and even launch a regular attack. 4 AP. Ooh, good counterattack. Really well done, sir. Got just a little bit left in me. Let's see what we can do here. And that was enough to take him out. Whew. Tense. Gathered rations. You pull out a small carving knife, cut out a few strips. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we did that again. We got some more rations, which are desperately needed across the board. Man, I really got tore up there. Oh man, 32 rations for that. That is brutal. Alright, looks like we did gain some new insights and skills and things that we can utilize. So, let's get ourselves a little bit more in the way of dodging. Again, I don't know if having the shield in my hand hurts me at all. If it helps in any way, I'm assuming it probably doesn't, but you never know. You never know. Alright, what are we looking at here? Well, I think we're going to have you get a little bit into crafting, buddy. Maybe we'll put one more point into your... We're at 2 crafting right now. That's probably okay. No. We're going one more. I'm sorry, man. I know. You're one of our frontliners. You're up there. You're taking the brunt of it, but I'm going to have to go the other way. Looks like blocking just gets more. Like, we have 5 points up in dodge. Why does he have more dodge than we do? Oh, constitution bonus. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't have a constitution bonus. Alright. That's why he's a little bit higher. Alright, that's fine. I'm all over that junk. It's fine. It's fine. And Ardomir, what do we want to do with you, buddy? Kind of want to go with the crossbow with you. And I think I will. I'm just going to hold off until we can do that. Okay, well that was a mess. Let's see if we can't take some more. Oddly, you guys feel... It seems like you guys have less than the last ones that we just had there. Alright, let's go see about crafting again. Armor, shoulder armor. We're half a pound short. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we be? Failure. They all look the same to you. So nobody has any alchemy right now? Well, I think we can change that pretty easily. Ardomir, guess what you're going to learn, buddy? Alchemy! I know! Better doing stuff through alchemy. It's crazy. Alright. So, that being said, can Ardomir now harvest? Yeah! We can harvest plants. You can't harvest that plant. What about this one? Not quite. Well, you got one, at least. Let's go over here. Can we pick up some sticks? Oh, we can totally pick up some sticks. You pick up some sticks in case you need to whack someone. Good stuff. And what else do we have here? Some mushrooms. Alright, some blood mushrooms. Alright, I'm going to examine the point right now. Or the pool, rather. The ice-cooled water is very refreshing. Sadly, it doesn't have any healing properties. Well, we'll leave it alone. Can we get some rations out of that? Like, I'm sure rations include some sort of water, right? One would think, anyway. Alright, and we've already looted you, I believe. Yes. Yes, I believe that is correct. We've also looted you. Well, let's go take a peek around here. It looks like there's gonna... Maybe that's where they're all... Yeah, that's an ant hole, so that can't be good. And this leads into some sort of horrible, horrible cave, which will probably end up with me being dead. So, before we go and do that, we've battled up against 6 ants. It didn't look good there for a little while, but we managed to survive it. In the next episode, we're going to go over here. We're going to hopefully close the ant hole at some point. Ooh, we can extract ore over here, too. Very nice. Hopefully we'll be able to extract some stuff out of all this stuff, and then come over here and figure out what's next. We can go into the deep caves. But that's all a tale for the next episode. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it. Hope you guys had a blast. I did. I'm certainly enjoying my time with this game, and I will continue to do so for all the days of my life. No, I don't know. I'm going to continue to put out a lot of this throughout the future stuff. This may just become one of my main series on the channel until we get through it, or until I die a horrible death, which is very possible. Either way, until the very next episode, folks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.